What's up, you guys? Welcome to a new video. This is a different sort of video. It's something I've been wanting to do a long time. As you all know, Megadeth is one of my favorite bands. They're my favorite band, and I wanted to do an album ranking just because I love their music. They mean a lot, and yeah, Dave Mustaine is a legend. So let's hop right into this. What's your favorite metal band? What's your favorite band in general? I love music. Let me know in the comments below. And if so, what is your favorite Megadeth album? Let's hop right into it. Okay, so we got our tier list here with every album. I guess we can start with the first album right here, and it is a great debut album. I'm going to go A tier, just because they only get better from here, and, you know, Killing Is My Business, it isn't the best debut album from the Big Four. Obviously, I think Metallica's is better, and that's due to a lot of Dave Mustaine's success, but yeah. Next album, Countdown to Extinction, S tier. I mean, most selling record of all time by Megadeth. Amazing songwriting, amazing lyrics, amazing riffs, just everything. Dave loves this album, so do I. Next, super underrated album, Cryptic Writings by Megadeth. You know, after Countdown and Euthanasia, this one came out, and I absolutely love this album. Songs like FFF and Vortex, they're kind of punky sounding, and you know, Megadeth just really grooved out with this album. Super underrated. I love this album a lot. But B tier, just because, again, I think it only gets better. In Game is interesting. This one gets a lot of either love or hate. I really like the album. B tier for me, so that's where we're going to stick it at. You know, it's hard to pick and choose because In Game, United Abominations, they're kind of about the same to me personally, but it's got some really cool songs on here that I really enjoy. So In Game, B tier. Okay, so next, why don't we do... should we save those for last? I'm thinking we do... Okay, yeah, let's just do United Abominations. C tier. I know I said they're about the same, but I do like In Game a little bit more. I think it's a little bit heavier. But, I mean, you know, they're kind of like this. You take one, leave one. Megadeth produced a bunch of albums in the early 2000s, and... these can easily be mixed up or confused if you're not the biggest fan, so I get it. But C tier for me personally, nothing against this album. I love all their songs. Megadeth. Let's just do So Far So Good So What. Their third album, you know, Killing Is My Business, Peace Sells. So Far So Good. It kind of took like a little step back, but you know, one of the all-time greatest Megadeth songs is on this album, In My Darkest Hour. Tons of really good... This shirt that I'm wearing, Mary Jane. I think I own the most Megadeth merch from this album, actually. So that's kind of funny to think about. 2 shirts, this, and album cover, and a sweatshirt, which I'm sure you all have seen on the channel. But, you know, C tier for me, the production isn't the best. But, you know, songs are really good. This is probably, like, still kind of peak Crackhead Dave. So, some crazy stuff came out during that time period. Peace Sells and this. But, yeah. Let's just go ahead and do Peace Sells. S tier for me. One of the greatest thrash albums of all time. I mean, what can you say about Peace Sells, Who's Buying, Wake Up Dead, Good Morning, Black Friday, you know, countless other songs. Devil's Island, The Conjuring, super heavy, super fast. Like I said, Crackhead Dave, you know, he does his thing in this. So, S tier for me personally. Great album. Go check it out. Next one, The World Needs a Hero. This one is super underrated, again, in my opinion. Sort of Megadeth's return to the really hard stuff. You know, after Risk and Cryptic Writings, etc. It is the best return in my opinion, of the big four. How Metallica returned to Saint Anger, you know, Slayer, etc. Megadeth had the best return. I also really love this album cover of Vic coming out of Dave's body. It's really metal. Pretty horror, obviously, if you like horror movies. But, you know, really good sounding tracks. Dave really did a great job composing, getting the band back together after it was supposed to end, really, at that point. Just like Metallica. It's crazy how similar their careers line up. It's crazy. But next, Rust in Peace, the greatest metal album of all time. One of the greatest for sure. Probably the greatest thrash metal album. It's Rust in Peace. One of my favorite albums of all time. What else can you say about this? If you haven't listened to this album, listen to this album. Okay, next, let's just get Risk out of here. We all know where Risk is going. You know, clearly just trying to copy off of Metallica's success of, you know, Black Album. And literally the name of the album is Risk. It's because they were taking a risk of doing something that's way out of their comfort zone. Still got some cool sounding songs. I really like Wanderlust and a couple others, but it'll be the one that I listen to the least. Next, The System Has Failed. C tier for me. This was supposed to be Dave Mustaine's solo project, and it turned into a Megadeth album because that's what the studio wanted. Not a Dave Mustaine solo project, but a Megadeth album. But, you know, it's okay. Next, Euthanasia. Great album. I mean, this really could be S tier for me. A Tout Le Monde by itself is one of the best metal songs ever written, whatever. Great lyrics, some heavy songs. There's even some cool songs like Victory, where Dave talks about other Megadeth songs, so that's really cool. The band really was on another level. This is kind of like their Black Album, I would say, just because it's not super heavy, but it's still got some, you know, hints there. Really, really good album. Please listen to this. You will not be disappointed. Dystopia for me, let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Dystopia is A tier. You know, they obviously won a Grammy for this album. Super heavy songs. When I was, you know, listening through all of Megadeth's discography for the very first time a while ago, this one really caught my attention. It's brutal, it's heavy, really awesome lyrics. There isn't really a skip on the album, in my opinion, but yeah. I also love the album cover too. It's pretty cool. Now, their newest album, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, I did enjoy a lot for sure, but B tier, now that I think about it, because when it first came out, I was like, oh, this album's a 10 out of 10. Probably just because it was new Megadeth music, and it's obviously not a 10 out of 10. But B tier, there are some really heavy songs. I love The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, title track, Dogs of Chernobyl, you know, Life in Hell, or whatever. Really great songs. I'm glad Dave was able to come out with a new album. Hopefully a couple more before the end of the band, which hopefully isn't anytime soon. I know they're all getting old, and, you know, Dave doing good health-wise, because we need that. But next, anyway, Sigma Dying Dead, great album. 13, C tier. We're going to go C tier for 13. You know, Megadeth's 13th album. It does kind of have some skips, but some really cool songs, though, I will say. I think that's fair. C tier, you know. Yeah. C tier. And last but not least, we are going to do Super Collider. C tier? It really could be D tier. Maybe I'm being a little bit biased, but it's okay. It's you know, I really love Dance in the Rain. That's an awesome song. If you haven't heard it, check it out. Really underrated. But, you know, that could also be D tier. But I'm pretty happy with our rankings. What do you guys think? I'm proud of our list, and I love Megadeth so much. Even I bet some of these could be even S tier. No, I don't know. It's super hard for me to do these kind of videos anyway, but I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for the support. You know, what's your favorite metal band? What's your favorite Metallica? What's your favorite Megadeth album in the comments down below? And yeah, let me know. I'm really eager to hear it. What do you think about the tier list ranking? Super Collider could be D tier. Just throw that in D tier. Um, but yeah, I'm proud of it. I'll do a Metallica one as well. I love them. Don't be one of those people who Megadeth sucks, Metallica rules, vice versa. Uh, dude, listen to music, as Andre said. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.